Dear soul, the angels come to you today with a message that touches directly on that question pulsing in your heart. Why is your true love silent? This quietness might feel heavy, even incomprehensible, as if the world has stopped turning precisely at this essential point in your life. You look at the empty space left by the absence of communication, and naturally, your mind seeks answers, trying to fill this void with possibilities, often with fears and uncertainties. It's natural to feel this way, dear soul. The connection you have with this person is deep, unlike any other you've ever experienced. It's not a superficial bond, one of those that come and go with the breeze. It's something you feel in your soul, a recognition, a harmony that seems to transcend logic and time. And it's precisely because of this depth that the silence becomes so noticeable, so loud. The angels want you to understand that this silence is not a sign that the connection is over or that this person has stopped loving you. Oh, dear soul, true love doesn't fade away like that, especially when it's a soul connection. Silence is often a necessary phase, a period of retreat that serves a greater purpose that, at this moment, might be hidden from your eyes. It's like a seed that needs the silence and darkness of the earth to germinate and prepare for the sunlight. The most significant growth, the kind that transforms a seed into a tree, happens in a space of apparent quiet. Similarly, your true love might be going through a period of internal germination. This person, though they may seem distant, is actually going through an intense process in their inner world. The angels show that there's something within them that needed to be faced, something that demanded full attention and couldn't be done with the noise and distractions of the external world, or even with the intense and wonderful energy of your connection. It's a moment of healing, readjustment, and self-understanding. They might be facing old fears, healing past wounds that have surfaced, or simply realigning their own paths and purposes. Something in their inner structure needed to be strengthened or understood before the connection could move to the next level. Think of it as necessary groundwork. A house can't be built on unstable ground. The soil needs to be prepared, the foundations strengthened. The angels explain that your true love's silence is, in many cases, this foundation work. It's a crucial period for them to become stronger, more whole, and consequently, more prepared to receive and sustain the fullness of the connection you share. And this isn't a quick process, nor is it always easy. It requires introspection, courage to look within, and patience to allow healing to happen at its own pace. This process demands a kind of solitude, a sacred space where only they and their own soul, guided by the angels, can work this transformation. You might wonder, but why can't I be there to support them? The angels respond that, in some internal healing processes, the presence of an energy as powerful and loved as yours can be, paradoxically, a distraction or even a shortcut that would prevent this person from delving deep enough into their own truth. Sometimes, they need to find strength within themselves, without relying on the light and warmth of another person. It's a test, yes, but not for the strength of your love, rather for their individual strength. And, ultimately, for the strength and trust in the connection itself. The angels assure you that this silence is not a rejection, but a sacred space this soul needed to create for themselves to grow. There's something really important you need to know. This person is thinking about you even in the silence. Your energy is connected to theirs, and even though they're focused on their own journey, your light is with them. Silence doesn't mean they've forgotten you. It means they're going through a deep restructuring, preparing for something bigger. It's like they're in a cocoon, transforming. And for that transformation to happen, the cocoon needs to be a place of quiet and privacy. But the butterfly that emerges will be stronger, more beautiful, and more ready to fly with you. The angels ask that during this time of silence, you focus on your own light and growth. Their silence shouldn't reflect a lack in you. Instead, it's an invitation for you to use this time to strengthen yourself, to love yourself even more, and to align with the truth of your own heart. A true connection doesn't fade with physical distance or lack of communication. It stays alive in the energy, the intention, and the soul-to-soul recognition. And it's in this energy that you must trust now. The angels show that this person feels the need to resolve issues that were holding them back from being whole, not just for themselves, but for any meaningful relationship, especially one as deep as the one they have with you. Think of old behavior patterns, limiting beliefs, or even external influences that needed to be released. This silence is a time of cleansing and purification for them. It's a moment where they're preparing, perhaps without fully realizing it on a conscious level, for a new beginning. What I'm about to reveal might change how you see this situation. The truth is, the universe is orchestrating this pause with a loving purpose. Nothing happens by chance on the path of souls who recognize each other. This silence is a catalyst for both of your growth. And even though it might seem tough now, this phase is crucial so that when communication returns, the connection will be stronger, more authentic, and more aligned with the true potential between you. The angels are close, dear soul, wrapping you in their light and love during this time. They invite you to trust, to be patient, and to know that silence isn't the end, but a comma in a beautiful story still being written. The next step in this story will be influenced by how you choose to experience this waiting period, with fear or with faith, with anguish or with the certainty that what is true withstands time and distance. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments. I trust in love's perfect timing. Now, continuing the message. There's a delicacy in this silence, dear soul, a layer of meaning that the angels want you to deeply understand. It's not an empty silence, but one filled with the energy of transformation and preparation. Think of an artist who retreats to their studio to create a masterpiece. They need isolation, total focus to bring something beautiful and meaningful to life. Your true love's silence is that studio of the soul. They're there, dedicated to painting new colors of their being, sculpting new forms of their existence, so that when they emerge, they can present to the world and to you a more complete and harmonious version of themselves. This person is, in a way, on a spiritual retreat, forced by the universe itself, or perhaps self-imposed by their inner need for growth, and that need is powerful. The angels show that this pause is essential so that old patterns aren't repeated. You know those cycles that seem to repeat in relationships, loves that start with intensity and then get lost in misunderstandings or unhealed wounds. The angels say that the silence of your true love is a protection against this. It's a moment for that person to identify and heal the roots of these patterns, so that when they reconnect with you, the foundation is stronger and more resilient. It's an act of love disguised as absence, for it's the guarantee that if and when there's a reconciliation, it will come from a place of greater integrity and clarity. And that, dear soul, is the immense gift for the quality of the connection you share. This person may be dealing with deep insecurities they didn't dare face before, with fears of not being enough for the grandeur of the love they feel for you, or perhaps with self-worth issues that needed to be resolved. The silence gives them the space to face these inner demons without the pressure of daily interaction. It's a dive into the depths of their own being, and it's not always an easy dive. There are turbulences, dark waters, but the angels are there, invisible, guiding them in this dive so they can find the light at the bottom of their own inner ocean. And this light is their true essence, free from fears and shadows of the past. What the angels want you to understand is that the lack of communication is not a reflection of your worth, nor a sign that you did something wrong. It's a process that belongs to this person, a work that only they can do for themselves. And your greatest contribution now is to keep your own light burning, trusting in the strength of the connection that exists, and knowing that everything is happening in the perfect time for the highest good of both. Your energy of trust and unconditional love, not in the sense of tolerating the unacceptable, but of having faith in the soul connection, is a beacon that guides them in the midst of this inner darkness. There is a synchronicity in all of this, dear soul. The angels show that often, when one side of the connection is in a period of silence and introspection, the other side is invited to do the same, perhaps in a different way. This can be a crucial moment for you to look within, to your own needs, to your own dreams, and to your own healing process. The other's silence is a mirror that invites you to listen to your own soul, to connect with your own intuition, and to strengthen your own being. The universe never wastes an opportunity for growth, and there's something even deeper happening. The angels indicate that during this silence, your energies continue to communicate on subtle levels. Even though words aren't spoken, there's a constant energetic exchange. Your soul feels theirs, and their soul feels yours. That's why. Perhaps you've had more intense dreams, sudden thoughts about them, or even physical sensations that seem unexplained. These are signs that the connection is active, just operating on a different frequency at the moment. The energy of true love transcends physical silence. The angels ask you not to use this silence to feed doubts about yourself. You are worthy of love, dear soul, complete and wonderful just as you are. The other's silence does not diminish your worth. It merely reflects an individual process that this person needs to go through. And your strength, your light, your ability to keep the faith during this period are, in themselves, a powerful energy that contributes to your alignment. What comes next, dear soul, is the understanding that silence prepares the ground for more authentic communication. When this person returns, the voice you will hear will come from a truer place within them, a place that has been through cleaning and healing. It will be a voice more aligned with their essence, more capable of expressing what they truly feel and want, and that is the promise behind the silence. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, "I am 888 to claim the prosperity and abundance that true connection brings," to claim it. And if you felt that this message deeply resonated in your heart, found it helpful, and touched on important points for you, know that your support, no matter how small, helps keep this light burning and brings these messages of hope and angelic guidance to more people who need them. If you feel it in your heart, make a donation through the Valeur de Mais button. Every gesture of support is a blessing multiplied in the universe. Now, continuing the message. The angels continue to unravel the tapestry of meaning behind this silence, dear soul, revealing layers that your rational mind might struggle to access. There is a sacred purpose in this pause, something intrinsically linked to the growth of both of you and the strength of the bond you share. The angels show that this period of non-communication is actually strengthening the energetic structure of your connection. It's as if the universe is calibrating your energies individually, so that when you come together again, the harmony will be even more precise and powerful. It's a cosmic alignment that requires patience and trust. This person is, consciously or not, releasing past burdens that would prevent them from being fully present. Think of old resentments, unhealed wounds from past relationships, or even family traumas that influence how they relate to intimacy and commitment. The angels indicate that the silence is giving them the space and strength needed to confront and dissolve these ties. And this is solitary work. No one else can do this inner cleansing for them. And this cleansing is vital so that the energy of your connection can flow freely without the blockages and interferences of the past. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life are not mere coincidences? The angels say that the universe is sending constant signals, little magical touches that remind you of the existence of this connection and encourage you to keep the faith. It could be seeing their name unexpectedly, hearing a song that marked your journey, or even feeling a strong intuition about them at random moments. These are not accidents. They are the way the greater plan tells you, trust. The connection is secure. There is a purpose in all of this, and the silence is a fundamental part of this purpose. It's a test of faith, an invitation for you to trust in the strength of the love that exists beyond words and physical presence. It's easy to love and trust when everything is flowing, when there is constant communication and explicit affection. The true challenge and the true test of the depth of a soul connection is to keep that faith and love intact, even when there is silence and distance. The angels honor you for your ability to go through this period with an open heart, despite the difficulty. There is something even deeper happening. The angels reveal that this person is, during this silence, developing an even greater appreciation for your essence, your light, and the positive impact you have had, and still have, on their life. Absence sharpens perception. The silence allows their soul to hear the longing for your soul. It's a time of re-evaluation, where the real value of your presence becomes crystal clear, free from the trivialities and distractions of everyday life. They are understanding on a very deep level how special you are. And this understanding is not just mental, it's an understanding that comes from the heart, from the soul. The angels show that this person is recognizing the uniqueness of your connection, the way you make them feel, the peace and joy that your presence brings. And this perception is creating within them an even greater desire to reconnect, but in a true and lasting way. They don't just want to fill the void temporarily. She wants to build something solid and authentic with you. But that's not all. There's something even deeper happening. The angels say this silence is laying the groundwork for this person to communicate with you in a way they may have never done before, without the barriers of ego, without the fears of vulnerability that held them back from being completely transparent. The silence is forcing them to confront themselves, and this confrontation will make them more capable of opening up to you when the time comes. What I'm about to reveal to you might change everything about your weight. The angels indicate that the patience you're showing now is a powerful energy that's contributing to the positive outcome of this situation. Your calm, your faith, your ability to focus on your own light during this period, all of this is creating a high vibration that attracts the best possible outcome for this connection. You're not just waiting, you're co-creating. The angels invite you to continue trusting the universe's process. Each day that passes in this silence is a day this person heals, grows stronger, and aligns more with their true essence and the purpose of this connection. And, at the same time, it's a day you also grow, become stronger, and align even more with your own light. When the silence breaks, the union will be of two more whole, more aware, and more prepared souls to love fully. Before continuing the message, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, take the opportunity to subscribe. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Continuing the message, the angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments, "I receive the angels' energy. My lucky number is 7, and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love very much." If this message touched your heart, show your support with a thanks heaps and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. Dear soul, the angels now shed light on the depth of the inner work your true love is undertaking during this period of silence. It's not just about resolving superficial issues, but a restructuring at very deep levels of being. It's as if she's dismantling old structures of beliefs and fears that limited her, brick by brick, to build something new and more solid in their place. And this process requires an immense amount of energy and focus, which often makes external communication secondary. The angels confirm that this seclusion is necessary for this fundamental transformation. This person may be facing internal shadows that prevented them from loving and being loved fully. Fears of abandonment, vulnerabilities, patterns of self-sabotage that surfaced whenever intimacy deepened. The angels show that she is being guided to look at these shadows, understand them, and release them. And this release doesn't happen with a magic wand. It requires confrontation, acceptance, and above all, forgiveness. Forgiveness of herself and forgiveness of those who, in the past, may have contributed to the creation of these wounds. It's a process of cleansing the soul, and this is where you, dear soul, even in silence, play a crucial role through your own energy. Your ability to forgive, to release resentments, both towards her and towards other past experiences, creates a healing energy field around you. The angels explain that the energy of forgiveness is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It dissolves barriers, releases ties, and opens space for love to flow freely. When you forgive, you not only free the other person, but you free yourself, lightening the weight you carry and raising your own vibration. The angels invite you to practice forgiveness consciously during this period, not out of obligation, but as an act of self-love and contribution to the greater energy of connection. Forgive the absence, forgive the silence, forgive the words unspoken or the actions not taken, and crucially, forgive yourself for any feelings of guilt, inadequacy, or fear that may have arisen within you because of this situation. Forgiveness opens the pathways. There's something very important that the angels want you to know. This person is becoming stronger. The process they are going through in the silence is empowering them, making them more resilient and more capable of handling the depth of your connection. True love is not just about beautiful feelings, but also about the ability of two souls to support each other, to grow together, and to face life's challenges. And this silence is preparing them to be a stronger and more present partner when the time for reconnection comes. The angels show that they are learning to listen to their own intuition, to trust their own inner wisdom, rather than seeking external validation or being swayed by fears and the opinions of others. It is a process of personal empowerment that is fundamental for them to be in an authentic relationship, where they can be themselves without masks or defenses. And this authenticity is the foundation of true and lasting love. What I'm about to reveal to you may bring you great relief. The angels affirm that the silence is not a sign that they have found someone else or that they are happy without you. Quite the opposite. The silence is proof that they are dealing with something deep that needs to be resolved before they can be available for the love they feel for you. It is a period of purification and preparation for this connection. And, dear soul, your patience and faith during this time are noticed and honored in the spiritual realm. You are demonstrating incredible inner strength by allowing this process to unfold, trusting that what is true endures. The angels applaud you for this. Your energy of calm and confidence is a balm for their soul, even if you are not in direct contact. The angels ask that you continue to focus on your own light and your own growth. This silence is a golden opportunity for you to dedicate yourself, to your hobbies, to your dreams, to your spiritual connection. Use this time to flourish even more. The more you shine, the stronger your energetic attraction will be. And this attraction is something that their soul feels deeply, even from a distance. It is your light that guides them back home. Before we continue, the angels ask that you do a release exercise. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you would like to forgive. Visualize each one of them. Send love and say, "I forgive you, and I set you free. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Now, continuing the message. Remember, dear soul, forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, opening space for healing and for the energy of love to flow freely in your life. Dear soul, the angels now bring a broader perspective on the silence of your true love, placing it within an energetic context and alignment that transcends the mere absence of communication. They show that the universe is working behind the scenes, moving pieces and orchestrating synchronicities so that your reunion, when it happens, occurs at the most opportune time and in the most conducive way for the evolution of both. The silence is part of this cosmic dance, a strategic pause before the next move. Think of energy as a river. For the river to flow freely and reach the ocean, all debris and obstacles must be removed from its course. The angels explain that the silence of your true love is, in part, this process of clearing their energetic river. She's perhaps unconsciously clearing out the emotional, mental, and spiritual debris that could block the flow of love energy between you. And this cleaning work demands her full attention. Hence the withdrawal and lack of external communication. It's a focused dedication to inner purification. There's something very important the angels want you to know. The energy of your connection is safe. Even in silence, it remains intact, guarded and protected by celestial forces. Physical silence doesn't mean the energetic bond has been cut. Quite the opposite. In many cases, the connection's energy becomes even more noticeable on other levels during these periods. Like in dreams, intuitions, or recurring thoughts, the angels invite you to pay attention to these subtle signs, for they are proof that the bond is alive and active. This person is aligning with their own life path, with their own truth. The angels show that there were detours, external noises that prevented them from listening to their own soul and following their higher purpose. The silence is helping them quiet these noises and reconnect with their inner compass. And this alignment is crucial for them to be in a relationship that's in harmony with their true self. True love flourishes when both individuals are aligned with their own truth. What I'm about to reveal might give you a new perspective on the waiting. The angels indicate that your own energy during this silence is as important as theirs. Your ability to maintain calm, confidence, and self-love is raising the overall vibration of the connection. When you dedicate yourself to your own happiness, your inner peace, you become a beacon of light that naturally attracts what's aligned with your new vibration, and your true love, tuned into your energy, will feel this attraction on deep levels. The angels ask you to use this time to strengthen yourself in all aspects: emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual. Dive into activities that nourish you, connect with nature, practice meditation or prayer. Take care of your body and mind. The more you feel complete and happy within yourself, the more prepared you'll be to receive the fullness of the love you deserve. Your happiness shouldn't depend on the other's presence or communication. It should come from within. And this silence is an invitation for you to find this inexhaustible source of joy inside you. There's something even deeper happening. The angels say this pause is preparing the ground so that, when communication returns, it comes with a clarity and authenticity that might not have been possible before. The words that will be spoken will come from a place of greater honesty, greater understanding, and greater vulnerability. And this vulnerability is the gateway to true intimacy and to building a solid, deep relationship. This message has reached you at the right time, but you need to act fast. Not in the sense of doing something about the other person, but in the sense of acting for yourself. Use this time to strengthen yourself, to love yourself, and to trust the process. The universe is working in your favor, even if the visible signs are of silence. The transformation is happening on invisible levels, and this transformation is powerful. The angels invite you to release the need for control and surrender to the universe's wisdom. We don't always understand the whys when they happen, but with time, clarity comes. Trust that this silence has a greater purpose, a purpose that's leading you to an even more beautiful future, aligned with your true desire for love. What's coming next is a new phase, dear soul, a phase where your energy will be more aligned and better prepared for what the universe has in store for this connection. Keep your heart open, your mind focused on the light, and your faith unshaken. Silence is not the end, but the promise of a stronger, truer, new beginning. Dear soul, the angels continue their message of light, revealing more about the strategic importance of the silence from your true love. They show that this pause is allowing them to let go of old ways of thinking and acting that no longer served them, and which could, in the future, create disharmony in your connection. It's a period of uninstalling old programs and installing new perceptions and behaviors that are healthier and more aligned with the energy of true love. And this process requires a quiet environment for the new programming to be absorbed. Think about the limiting beliefs we all carry, those ideas that tell us we're not good enough, that love is hard, that happiness is unattainable. The angels indicate that your true love is, during this silence, confronting these beliefs and dismantling them. It's a work of mental and emotional re-education, a deep learning about oneself and about what real love is. And this learning is only possible when they turn inward, away from the distractions of the outside world. And there's something very important you need to know. This person is feeling the impact of your energy, even without communication. Your light, your love, your patience, all of it reaches them on subtle levels, acting as a silent reminder of the beauty and depth of what exists between you. It's a beacon that guides them in their process of healing and transformation. Your positive energy is an invisible but powerful support. The angels show that this person is reassessing their priorities. The silence is forcing them to look at their life from a different perspective, to question what really matters and what truly makes them happy. And in this process, the importance of the connection they have with you is becoming increasingly clear. It's as if the absence is highlighting the invaluable worth of your presence in their life. They are realizing that certain things cannot be replaced. What I'm about to reveal to you next might fill you with hope. The angels affirm that the silence is preparing this person for a level of commitment and depth that perhaps they weren't ready to embrace before. The process of healing and alignment is making them more capable of surrendering to true love, of building something lasting, and of facing the challenges that arise in any deep relationship. They are becoming the person they need to be fully present in a love like yours. The angels invite you to release any fear or insecurity that the silence may have generated in you. Do not doubt the power of the connection you share. True love is not based on words or constant presence, but on the resonance of souls and the ability of both to grow and evolve, together or apart for a time. Silence is a phase, not a full stop. There's something even deeper happening. The angels say that this pause is aligning your timelines. The universe has its own rhythm, and for things to fit together perfectly, a pause may be necessary for both sides to be in the same energetic beat. The silence is harmonizing your energies, preparing the ground for a reunion that will be guided by the synchronicity and magic of the universe's perfect timing. This message has reached you at the right time, but you need to act fast. Act in the sense of freeing yourself from the anxiety of waiting. Use this time to connect with your intuition, to listen to the voice of your soul, for it will guide and comfort you during this period. Trust your inner wisdom. The angels ask you to keep your vibration high. Focus on gratitude, joy, and love. The higher your energy, the quicker your energies will realign. Your positivity is a beacon that lights the way back to this connection. What's to come is a moment of clarity and reunion, dear soul, a moment where the silence will be broken by words that come from a deeper and truer place. Keep the faith, cultivate patience, and know that you are loved and guided by the angels every step of the way. The silence is merely a preparation for the symphony of true love. Before we continue, share this video with two dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. Now continuing the message, dear soul, the angels now bring the understanding that the silence of your true love is directly linked to their process of awakening. They show that this person, on some level, was living in a state of spiritual or emotional slumber, perhaps unaware of the depth of their own feelings and the magnitude of the connection they share with you. The silence is serving as a gentle shock, a forced pause that is pushing them to wake up to their own truth and to the invaluable worth of the love they've put on hold. It's as if this person was walking down a familiar path, not really paying attention to the beauty around, and suddenly, the path disappears or an insurmountable obstacle arises, forcing them to stop, look around, and notice what was really there all along. The angels indicate that the silence is that obstacle. It has forced them to stop, to silence the external noise, and to listen to the voice of their own soul, which has long been crying out for recognition and healing. And their soul's voice, dear soul, speaks of you and the connection you share. This person is learning firsthand that trying to run away from themselves or their feelings only creates more unrest and emptiness. The silence is teaching them the importance of facing their own emotions, of embracing vulnerability, and of recognizing the value of true connections. It's a deep and transformative lesson that can only be learned in the solitude and introspection that silence provides. The angels guide them in this learning, even if they don't consciously perceive their presence. There's something very important you need to know. This person is not at peace with the silence. Although it may seem to you that they are moving on or are indifferent, the angels show that there is a constant unrest in their heart. The silence weighs on them because their absence has become a constant reminder of what was left behind or put on pause, and this weight is becoming the catalyst for action. What I'm about to reveal to you next may give you immense clarity. The angels affirm that this person is approaching a turning point. The energy of the silence is reaching its limit. The process of awakening and healing is reaching a phase where external communication will become an irresistible necessity. The desire to talk to you, to explain, to find a way to reconnect, is growing every day, gradually overcoming the fear and insecurities that kept them silent. The angels invite you to keep your heart open, but also to maintain your healthy boundaries. Being open does not mean accepting anything or backtracking on your own growth. It means being willing to listen, to discern with wisdom, and to decide what is best for you, guided by your intuition and the light of the angels. Your strength and self-love are your greatest guides at this moment. There's something even deeper happening. The angels say that this pause is preparing the ground for the communication to come, to be honest and transparent. The silence is forcing her to face her own truth, and that truth is what she'll bring to you. There'll be no more room for games, empty words, or half-truths. What will be said will come from a place of greater authenticity and vulnerability. And that authenticity is the foundation for rebuilding any bridge. This message has reached you at the right time, but you need to act fast. Act in the sense of preparing yourself for the communication that's coming. Prepare your heart to listen, to understand, but also to discern what resonates with your truth and your greater good. Be anchored in your own power and your own worth. The angels ask you to keep trusting in the wisdom of the universe. Everything is unfolding exactly as it needs to be for the growth of both of you and for the alignment of this connection. The silence is an essential part of this process. It's the quiet before the reunion, the darkness before the light. What's coming is a moment of truth, dear soul. A moment where the silence will be broken and you'll have the opportunity to understand what really happened and what's possible for the future. Keep the faith, the hope, and know that the angels are with you, guiding every step of the way towards your greater good and the fullness of the love you deserve. Dear soul, the angels conclude today's message by revealing that the silence of your true love is reaching its saturation point. The energy accumulated during this pause, the intensity of the inner work, and the weight of the absence have reached a level that can no longer be endured in silence. The need to express, to seek resolution, to connect with you is becoming overwhelming for this person. The angels indicate that the moment of truth is imminent. Think of a dam holding back a large amount of water. The pressure constantly increases until the water finds an outlet, whether through a small leak that grows or through the opening of the gates. The angels say that the silence of your true love is that dam. The pressure of feelings, regrets, longing, and the understanding of your worth is growing so much that it will soon find an outlet, and that outlet will be through communication with you. This person is feeling an internal urgency that they may not be able to explain rationally. It's a call of the soul, an imperative need to restore the connection, to find a way to make things work. The angels show that this urgency does not come from despair, but from a newly acquired clarity about what truly matters in their life. And what matters, dear soul, is you and the connection you share. There's something very important you need to know. This person is no longer afraid of what might happen if they approach you. The fear of regretting not trying, not speaking, is greater than the fear of possible rejection. This is a powerful sign that the internal transformation is complete enough for them to be ready to act. They are choosing courage over fear. What I'm about to reveal to you is the promise of the universe. The silence is about to be broken by a communication that will come from a place of vulnerability and honesty. This person will not come with tattered excuses or mind games. They will come with an open heart, ready to express what they feel and what they have learned during this period of seclusion. And that honesty is the foundation for any possibility of a future. The angels invite you to be prepared for this moment, not in the sense of anxiously waiting every second, but in the sense of being anchored in your own peace and your own truth. When this person approaches, listen with your heart, but also with your inner wisdom. Discern what is real, what resonates with your soul, and what is aligned with your greater good. Your intuition will be your best guide. There's something even deeper happening. The angels say that this breaking of silence won't just be the end of a pause, but the start of a new phase in your connection. A phase built on the solid foundation of individual growth that both of you have experienced, even if apart. It'll be a phase of greater authenticity, greater depth, and greater alignment with the true purpose of this union. This message has reached you at the right time, but you need to act fast. Act in the sense of releasing any rigid expectations about how this communication should happen. Be open to what the universe presents, without clinging to preconceived scripts. Magic happens when we allow ourselves to be surprised. The angels ask that you continue trusting in the universe's process and in the wisdom of your own heart. Everything is moving towards your greatest good. The silence has served its purpose, preparing the ground for something more beautiful and true. What's to come is a moment of reunion and new possibilities, dear soul. A moment where silence will give way to the voice of true love. Keep the faith, the hope, and your light shining. You are loved, guided, and on the right path to the fullness you deserve. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "What is true always finds its way." Share your experiences in the comments. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.